My name is Dr. Sherry Simon, and I'm president of Pax Christi Little Rock. Well, Pax Christi Little Rock is a Catholic peace and social justice mission. It's a movement where we engage in action to address many of the problems that we encounter, both in our community, in our country, and nationally. And so right after Hurricane Maria occurred, both my husband, George Simon, and myself, after watching the news for days and weeks after the disaster, realized that our country, Puerto Rico's country, was not addressing the problem adequately at all. And we began to realize that much of the problems that occurred with FEMA and other organizations was being covered up. And we felt a passion within ourselves to figure out a way to come over here to make this a mission for Pax Christi Little Rock. We approached our board with that, and they were all about it. They really loved the idea. And so we began researching different organizations throughout our state and then nationally to partner with to begin to address these issues, because we did not have enough information about Puerto Rico. So we interviewed several different organizations, and then one day the daughter of one of our congregation members called us and said, you know, I have been a part of a church up here in New York City, the Collegiate Church, is Middle Collegiate Church, and they are doing some great work in Puerto Rico. And so I got in touch with Edna Benitez, and she began to talk with us about the different things that they were doing in Puerto Rico. And that's really the story. We arranged to come here this week at a time when both Middle Collegiate and Fort Washington Collegiate churches were here doing some work. And we've been here working with them. They've been mentoring us and telling us about what they have set up and introducing us to the different organizations already set up in Puerto Rico. It's been an amazing experience to be here. We've learned so much information so quickly. The first day, 2 days that we were here, we were in Humacao working on two different houses, but specifically on one house, sealing a roof and clearing a garden for them. And we met a lovely lady, Doña Teresa, who befriended us and brought us into her home and allowed us to work with her to begin to repair some of the damages that were sustained by Hurricane Maria. Through her, actually, I learned so much about what the people of Puerto Rico experienced while they were going through the disaster that was Hurricane Maria. She was the bravest soul, and she shared with us her experience as well as the difficult problems that she's encountered for the 9 months following the hurricane. The difficulties getting medication, the difficulties just getting food and water, basically, for many months. We did not understand at all the depths of this tragedy, and as we have been going both to Humacao and now today is our first day in Miraflores, we are seeing the ongoing damage that has not been addressed in this country yet. We've seen structures that are damaged. We've talked with several people who continue to have difficulty. The electricity, although for most people it came back in June, is still sporadic. Still, there are many days when it goes out. There are many days when people don't have water for long periods of time. It's amazing. We've not been told the entire truth in the United States about the repair and the recovery that's occurred in Puerto Rico. We will definitely back. In fact, that's our vision. We would like to come back to Puerto Rico every 3 to 4 months to continue working, and I believe we will continue to work with the people of Miraflores. We have been talking with a couple of organizations here, Casa Solidaria and Proyecto Matria, and these are people that Edna introduced us to through the collegiate churches. They've been working with them. they have an incredible handle on the different needs of the people of this mountainous area around Orocovis. And they have already told us volumes of information about the needs in this particular area. And we are so excited to bring back this information to the people of Little Rock, Arkansas, to let them know what the needs actually are, to show them the different areas of need. For example, there's a great need for structural improvement and reconstruction since the hurricane. Many of the houses still don't have roofs that are right yet. They don't have, there's so much water damage in all of these homes. Many of the homes here are wooden, and they've not been, the problems haven't been addressed yet. There's still a problem with the agricultural area too. They need to have gardens. There's not enough food that's able to be grown here. So much of the topsoil was washed away. So they're having to start from scratch. Oftentimes they don't even have enough seed to plant to do what they need to do. So we're continuing to learn. We're continuing to talk with our mentors from the collegiate churches to find out what the needs are. And with Amaryllis and Paigon and with Camille Paigon about the needs that they have in this area. And we want to take this back to our board and see if we can make this an ongoing sustainable mission. I hope for the next 3 years to continue to address the needs that we find with our partners here in Puerto Rico.